wait, stop. Give me a few minutes of your time to show you how to turn this $59 Harbor Freight waterproof case into the perfect top box for your ADV or touring bike. Let me show you what I did to make whatever you use it for organized and portable, which is very important. And you don't want to leave your expensive equipment on your bike. Okay, click on this video. Hey guys and girls, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for watching, by the way. Today I want to show you my way of carrying my electronics on my BMW 800 F800 GS. It is from Harbor Freight. It's the Apache 4800. 50 bucks at Harbor Freight. I knew when I got it I was going to have to beef it up a little bit, so because I carry a drone and all my electronics, the chargers, all that stuff in there. So what I did is initially I put 2 braces in the top with bolts so that the bolts could not work their way back down through the plastic, because I'm sure that would happen. But the biggest thing I did, which I believe is a necessity, is I put a piece of square steel on the base of it before I mounted it down into my this carrier. And of course I bolted it with nylock bolts. Now that's going to guarantee and nothing's going to break. It's not going to come off. It's not going to wear a hole through the plastic and lose it. That's almost a necessity when you get one of these. They're nice, but the plastic's not thick enough, and all the beating it would take off-road would definitely hurt that. Another thing that I wanted to change about it would be when I go on overnighters, I want to be able to take this unit out of the case because all my electronics will be in there. So what I'll do, I'm actually doing it in my shop right now. I've got an idea, haven't done it yet, but I'm going to do it and we'll just see how it works out. So that's the next step. But this case actually is nice. It is waterproof. I verified that. It's got 2 locking hinges, which is, you know, plastic. Anybody can cut through those even with a lock on it. But for carrying your electronics or anything, it's really perfect. Let's go into my shop here and I'll show you what my plans are. My shop's a little bit messy. As you can see, woodworking is my income. I build furniture for a living. This is my shop, which is a total wreck right now because I'm in the middle of turning 5 stair newel posts. But anyway, here's the foam that came out of that box. I went ahead and I figured out what I'd need in there and placed it in there. My drone goes here, you know, just different things go in different areas. A little slot, which, where is my little slot? Oh, it's on the other side. For SD cards, things like that. It comes in, the foam is in 3 pieces. This one, and then this is the bottom. What I did after I figured out where I wanted everything to be and pulled out all the foam, because this foam pulls out in little squares, you can see kind of how it's made, which is really perfect for what we do with it. Once I did that, I made these pockets as deep as possible. So I made them to go all the way through the 2 top pieces. That way I've got plenty of storage. I can fill these pockets up. Then I glued these 2 pieces of foam together, so they're totally glued together. My next step is going to be to glue the top 2 pieces to the bottom foam. So I'll do that now. Once I get done with that, I'll turn the camera back on. Okay, what I've done so far is I've set the top foam on the bottom foam, and I've taken one of these Sharpies. It's actually a gray Sharpie. I forget where I got that. I think you can get them anywhere. But I did an outline around the inside perimeter of where I need to apply the cement glue. But let me get this glued up. I'll actually leave the camera on and let you see me gluing it up. But I'm using Weldwood contact cement, and it's got the brush. So that's pretty much what you want to use. You don't want to use that spray stuff because it'll go everywhere. This here, you brush it exactly where you need it and you're done. So I'll go ahead and leave the camera on while I'm gluing this up. And this stuff is very, very sticky. Okay, now let's let that dry, and then I'll show you another thing I'm going to do to be able to pull this thing out without tearing it apart whenever I need to. So that'll come up next. It's dry enough to continue. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a piece of 1/4-inch plywood. This is cherry, but you can go to actually Lowe's or Home Depot sells small pieces. I've seen them in bins. They sell little pieces of 1/4-inch plywood, which that would be all you'd need. But I'm gonna cut a piece of 1/4-inch plywood that will fit the bottom of this perfectly. So that's the next step. Let's see what that is. That's 17 3/4. I'm gonna make it 17 1/2 by 12 1/2. So let's cut a piece 17 1/2 by 12 1/2. Okay, it doesn't. All I need to do is round the corners. Guys, I got all the stuff to do this quickly, but a piece of sandpaper, even a knife will cut 1/4-inch plywood, so very easy. Okay, let's go see if it'll fit yet. Fits like a glove. Now if I can just get it out of here. I want to put a nylon strap that comes off of the bottom, comes out off the bottom up to about this height and swings around and comes back underneath. I want to do that on both sides. That way, when it's in there and I open it up, I can fold the straps out. All the electronics will be there. If I want to take it with me, I can grab a strap, hold it with one hand, lift it out. You get my drift, I believe. So I'm going to see if I can find some nylon strapping. I'm pretty sure I've got some somewhere, and I'll get the camera back on as soon as I do. I've kind of figured out how much I need to get me to about the center of the foam and cut 2 pieces the exact same length. So next I'll show you how I attach it to the bottom side, and let's just see how it works. I figured out where I want to put. I'm going to use rivets just because I have them and they're easier to work with. And I'm going to put a washer above and below before I crimp it. But you can use nuts. I'm going to use 2 each, 2 rivets each. And I'm going to go ahead and pre-drill. I've marked where I want my straps, the rivets to go. And I'm going to leave the strap in about 1 inch from the bottom, rivets right in the middle on both sides. This is about 2 inches in from the edge, from the long side edge. So let's get these drilled. Two holes is overkill. You do not need 2 holes. That's 1 rivet. That is not going anywhere. So I'm just going to use 1 rivet on each strap. Put a washer on just to give you a bigger surface area. Put it through, put a backing washer on it, and then hold it on. So that's one side, and that's tight as can be. That's not going anywhere. I won't show the camera doing the other side, but it's the same as this side. And it's really going to make us a good container, something easy to transport to the hotel or into the tent at night, so you don't have to worry about your electronics. Turn it over. Going to go like that. This. Finished. If this works good, I'm going to glue this to the 1/4-inch plywood. And here was my plan. Just like that. Be able to lift it right up out of the box. Don't have to fool with trying to take everything out, carrying it into your room or your tent. We're going to test it out. I have no idea if it's going to work, but it seemed to me like it should. So we're going to find out. Let's take a look and see what we got. All my electronics is in there. What do you guys think about this? Do you think it's going to be handy? I think it will be. Let me know what you think. 50 bucks and a little bit of time, and you have a waterproof case that you can, instead of taking all your stuff out, lift it up and take it with you. And I'll show you what I keep in here. I keep my drone. I keep the drone, all the chargers for the drone, the charger I should say, battery packs. I've got a wireless mic. I've got my, I'll tell you, this is another thing you guys might want to look into. Instead of taking a computer with you if you go on long trips, that's called a file transfer hub. And I mean, it works like a champ. That's all you need. You don't have to carry your computer or nothing. That's my hard drive, 2 gigabyte hard drive. Every evening I can just use the file transfer hub to upload, to empty, I should say, the SD cards onto my my external hard drive. Keep it in here. I keep all my cables, earpods, spare blades for my drone, spare equipment for my GoPro setup, all the batteries for the GoPro I do keep in my tank bag because that's easy. I can snap the tank bag off and carry it just like I do this. If you have any questions, ask. Appreciate you watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know. Give me some comments. Tell me what you think. I think it's going to be great. I think it'll work perfect. I mean, it's sturdy, it's not going anywhere, and it'll go with me everywhere I go instead of staying on the bike, which is a little nerve-wracking. Something special with that Apache case you guys got back there.
Okay, yeah.
For motorcycles.
Nice.
So I've got close to 1 million subscribers, so you're probably going to sell probably
awesome.
100,000 of them in the next 3 months after I